Alright, first drops are done, and mostly what I saw is people picking a lot of the template. As you, there's a template forming around, and here are some differential I picked out who I think gonna be great picks to help with those drops. Starting off with the goalkeeper position, and it's Martinez because he's a really good keeper at 5 million. Last time he was 5.5, I think, and this time it's a 5. He's a 5 million keeper who can deal with a lot of saves. And Aston Villa are generally gonna be better this season because they're signing Pau Torres from Villarreal. I'm I watch La Liga and I keep track of them. I'm a Real Madrid fan, so I know how they play. And Villarreal was so good defensively, and Pau Torres is gonna be a handful for them. Aston Villa and already having like Diego Carlos in their team. Now they're gonna add Pau Torres, and Emery is a defensive manager anyway, so the defense have to improve this time, and it will. And they also signed players like Tielemans as well to help with the midfield battles. So I think they're gonna be conceding less goals this time around. And 5 million for Martinez is solid. And as for other options, I went with Steele and Kepa. Steele because he did well with Brighton and they have phenomenal fixtures. But the problem will be with him is, will Sanchez be the number one this time around? Just have to see in preseason. And with Kepa, yeah, he's 5 million, but I mean, for 5 million, like, he's gonna be the number one pick since they haven't signed a goalkeeper yet, and he does tend to do well with saves, and if he does keep a clean sheet, he gets bonus points. So I had to choose Kepa in the differential pick. I think people are overlooking him. He could be handy, but yeah, there are better options to go for. So yeah, Martinez, great pick, great fixtures all around. Like, some little bit mixed bag, but not too much to put you off. Next up in the defense, I went with Ben Chilwell first. Ben Chilwell surprisingly is less than 11%, and people are just going with Reece James. That's the case. I like Chilwell better because when he was starting along with Reece James, Chilwell was getting most of the goals. Yeah, James is a bit of a troll. Like, a lot of people actually dislike having James now because of the trolling he's giving everyone last season. Constant yellow cards, constantly getting injured. While Chilwell stayed fit, he got some clean sheets, he got an assist or two, and he got a goal here and two and there. So he was a better pick all around. And since they're both at the same price, I'm probably gonna lean towards Chilwell if I do pick a Chelsea defender. Chilwell is my pick. I think he's gonna be better than Reece James, and Reece James has an injury, so we don't know how good he's gonna come when he comes back to training. Next up in the defense, I went with Ben Chilwell first. Ben Chilwell, the next standard pick. I've chosen Ake, a City defender. His spot could be on the line if Gvardiol comes to City, but he hasn't signed yet. So for now, I think Ake is the more nailed on. He's gonna play as a left back, and he gets in so many opportunities from set pieces as well. And he's the second best attacking defender, like second to Stones, if based on last season. And for 5 million, you can't go that wrong with Ake. Everyone's a risk, but Ake is one of the ones that are mostly gonna play the majority of the game. Ake is really good with headers, and he's very tall, so he does get a lot of headers as well. And he's generally has been a good fantasy option over the years, so you can be assured that he's gonna come good. And for other options in this category, I've gone with Rico Henry since he has good fixtures in the long run, and also Tarkowski for the same reason. Rico Henry 4.5, not bad. Brentford, they're a bit mixed bag with defensively, but since he plays as a wing back, if they play at 5 at the back, still can come good. He did get like 3 assists, I think, last time around. And Tarkowski, we generally know he gets some of the goals. And Everton are really well set up from set pieces, set piece goals. So yeah, in the midfield, I gone with the obvious pick first. It is Son, 5.7. Yeah, he's 5.7% owned, but yeah, he's expensive. But I mean, he's gonna come well. I think he has historically he has done well. He just had one bad season, and it's because of that injury he had. He said he played with a hernia injury that's really affected his whole season. But before that, he won the Golden Boot. After all, he beat Harry Kane to a Golden Boot, and he was so vital before that. And Spurs haven't been playing good football at all. So with a new manager with good football, like attacking play style football, Son could re-emerge as a really good pick, and 9 million is, I think, the lowest I've ever seen him be. He could be a steal if he gets things going, but the problem is the fixture. Like the first two matches isn't great, but then on Tottenham fixtures get really good, so we can actually wait for him. But if people want to go ahead, get ahead, then they can bring him in. He's not a bad option at the end of the day. But yeah, there are cheaper options like Madison, but maybe people could go for Son because of the safety measure, because we know how he will play for Spurs and how he will do at Spurs. Well, picks like Madison is a new player at Spurs, it might get some time to fit in with other players. He might need some time to gel. But yeah, Son at the end of the day, like, we should really think of him as like a premium asset, but he's in a very low price point now because of a bad season. The attacking potential is there. For the next one, I've actually picked a new player, and it's Dominic Szoboszlai. I think I pronounced it right. Dominic Szoboszlai, I think he's gonna do well if he gets kicked in. Like, Liverpool have no midfield. He's gonna be nailed on for sure. They have no one else better. They've spent a hell of a lot of money for him. Last season they spent like 80 million or lower than, like, for Darwin. He got a lot of the minutes at early season. But so I guessing Szoboszlai is gonna get the same treatment, and he better, because he got costed a lot, and he has all the hype around him. He has really good skills. Him and Nkunku were really good last season with RB Leipzig. Yeah, he's got the talent. He should be doing well. I hope he becomes a really formidable asset and shows us what he's capable of in preseason, so that we can go for him and avoid Salah because he's just too much money. I hope he like becomes a really good asset to pick him, like Luis Diaz in the past, or like Jota when he was in the midfield. I hope he brings the same output. And for other options, I went for Enciso. He's edging closer to a mid-owned asset, but for now he's a differential, I think, because most people do want to go to Mitoma for his nail pick, but hopefully he nails down that number 10 role or a right-sided role. I don't think he's gonna get the right-sided role, but at least a number 10 role. And Foden, I mean, it's unsure. I'm unsure of what he's gonna do. Like it's reported Pep's gonna play him through the middle. They didn't buy anyone except for Kovacic, and they missed out on Rice. Maybe he could slot in, like when Kevin De Bruyne was out in the UCL final. Foden stepped in, so maybe he could be used this time around. And Foden does get some minutes in the first half of the season, and he does well historically. Yeah, Foden is it. So yeah, that's why I picked Foden. Lost the forward position, and I only got one man who's absolutely stand out, and it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yes, he got an injury. He gets injured quite a lot. It's pretty frustrating. Hopefully he stays fit. We seen him when he was fit. He was scoring so many goals. Like when Carlo Ancelotti was in charge back in 2020-21 season. He was bringing in the goals every single week. He's so good with headers as well. He's also gonna be on penalties if he plays. Sondice's team just gonna focus on one focal point, and it's gonna be Calvert-Lewin if he plays. He's fit now. He just needs a good preseason to get things going and be fit. That's it. He has to stay fit. That's the only problem with him. His fixtures are really good. Fulham at home in the first game, yeah, that's really tasty. Game week 2, Aston Villa away, could be a bit tricky. Game week 3, Wolves at home, yeah, because they can't do anything right. They're really a relegation team right now, Wolves. Sheffield United get away, newly promoted side, but he should get a goal, I think, in this match. Arsenal at home, it's at home at least, but yeah, but the fixtures at first are really good, so you could rack up the points, and then maybe you could sell him when you get the value from him. And other options, I only found Darwin. Like, there's no one else. Like, everyone else, like, really underwhelming, or just generally it's not a good idea to pick them. Darwin, the only problem is we don't know if he'll be the number one guy for Klopp. It's gonna be a rotation fest in their attack because they have too many attackers now. But for the time being, he looks alright. We have to see preseason. I don't think Klopp's gonna give up on him. Yeah, didn't have the best of first season, but second season is where most players kick on and show their true selves. So maybe he could come good at 7.5. So yeah, that's about wraps up the video. And thanks for watching. This is the first time I've done one of these videos, done something like this. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you like and subscribe. It really helps me out, keeps me motivated to do more videos. Yeah, thanks for watching.